right, good morning, yogis. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's time for our Wednesday Connect class. So just to make sure you have your props, a couple blocks. If you haven't picked up blocks, we can also use extra pillows. I hear some echoing. I think I need to just pop back on and turn off my sound here. There we go. Okay, good to go. Love technology. It's amazing that we can do this. Hopefully my video will readjust. Okay. Get back in my spot and see how that does. Trying to adjust for the low light. Still looking a little blurry. Should get better. Now I'm really blurry. Oh well, there we go. Blurriness is okay because the Connect class is really about going internally. It isn't about, what the pose looks like so much as what it feels like. So make sure that you have your supportive materials. If you don't have blocks, I'll cue to use extra pillows, so get extra pillows. So make sure that you at least have either 2 blankets or 2 pillows, regular pillows, and then 2 blocks, so maybe 2 other pillows. You can use a blanket or a pillow kind of like this. If you have a bolster for yoga, that obviously is so good. So this is my kind of home bolster. So you kind of want, even a king size pillow would work, but you want to make sure that it's nice and long. And have your water and maybe your tea. I've been drinking tea only. I cut coffee out almost a year ago. And there's these Yogi teas that are my absolute favorite. And the reason why I love them so much is they taste great, but also they have these little messages on them. And this one says, every neighbor can be your teacher. And I love that because in yoga, we say Namaste, and that means the teacher in me bows and sees the teacher in you. It means so many things, really. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Come into your easy pose, seated, cross-legged. Close down the eyes. And start to focus on your breath. Deep inhales and exhales through the nose. Breathe deep into the belly. Feel the lungs expand. Fully, fully, fully expand. Pause. Open mouth. Exhale. Release. Another one. Deep inhale through the nose. Breathe deep down into the belly. Feel the lungs expand. Fully expand. Pause. Open mouth. Exhale. Release. One more. Deep inhale through the nose. Breathe deep down into the belly. Feel the lungs expand. Fully expand. Pause. Open mouth. Exhale. inviting in your natural rhythm of breath for the remainder of class. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Letting the tongue rest in the back of the throat, almost creating a bit of resistance. Flutter your eyes open, and we're going to do some shoulder rolls. So start with those shoulder rolls, rolling the shoulders up toward the ears and down the back. And up toward the ears and down the back. Now add in the breath. Inhale as you lift your shoulders high. Exhale as you lower them. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. With each exhale, feel the release of tension. Let go. Just breathe that tension out of the body. One more, lift up and lower. Bring your right hand next to your right hip, and let's reach the left hand up overhead. I'll make sure my candles are a little ways away so I'm not lighting my hair on fire. That would be funny. Reach those fingertips. So you're really stretching all the way from your hip through your fingertips. Bring your hands back through center, opposite side. Really reach through the side body. Reach with those fingertips. Switch sides. Right hand comes down. Bend into that right elbow. Reach those fingertips, lengthening from your hip all the way through. And last side. Back through center. We're going to now wake up the spine in our cat-cows. So come on to all fours. Check in, make sure your knees are stacked underneath your hips and your shoulders are underneath your wrists, over top of your wrists. And we're going to inhale as you lift your gaze, arching the spine, really lifting that tailbone. Then exhale as you round the spine, letting your head hang heavy, hips sink forward, press through your palms. Inhale back into your cow pose, gaze comes high, really arching the spine. Exhale, round the spine, head hangs heavy, pressing through the palms. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. We're going to take 5 more on your own breath. Inhale, lifting the gaze, arching the spine. Exhale, rounding the spine, gaze is at the belly button. Really linking your breath to your movement and moving at whatever pace feels good for you. So good. And then come through center, and we're going to come into our first supported butterfly. So grab your blocks, place them at the top of your mat. Top block is at its tallest setting. Base block is at its medium setting. Then you're going to either grab your blanket, both of them, and roll them up like so, or your pillows. If you have this long pillow, that would also work as well. So really using what you have accessible to you, and then taking your long pillow and placing it along the blocks And then bringing your bottom nice and close to the base of that pillow. Soles of the feet come together. Bring those pillows in nice and close so that they're supporting. And you're going to use the bolster to support the body. Nellie wants to come say hello. Now, really let the body sink. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. If you don't have blocks, you can use literally anything to prop up this pillow. So you could use a blanket, you could use another pillow. Really utilizing what you have available to you. Oh, that's so comfy. Okay. Soles of the feet are together. Feet can be close to the body or extended out. Let your palms open, face up toward the sky. Close down your eyes. Start to notice the breath. Taking deep inhales through the nose and exhales through the nose. Deep inhales and exhales. With each exhale, breathe any tension out of the body. Really let the body sink and relax. Let go, let go, let go. Inviting in the healing powers of the body. And Nellie. As we come into stillness, that's when our mind can start to race. So it can be a great time to start thinking of a centering thought, something to focus the mind. Today, the focus is going to be happiness. So I want you to bring into your mind's eye a place, a time, people. Just start to open your heart and allow happiness to fill the heart. Let your mind go there. Bring yourself to the space. So maybe it's a memory, maybe it's a future goal, maybe it is a place, like maybe you love this particular lake, or, you know, up on a mountaintop, or being out hiking. Maybe you love, there's a cabin or a beach, or, you know, just really start to visualize this place, this scenario that brings happiness into your heart. And as you do so, bring a smile to your face, just a nice, gentle smile, and really let the scene play out. And really open your heart to feel that happiness, to be in that space. With each breath, allowing that happiness to expand within you. flip your palms face down onto the mat. Use them to press your upper body up. Release your legs out long in front of you. Take some organic movement here. So maybe it feels really good to sink your chest forward. Maybe it feels really good to reach from one foot to the other. Maybe it feels really good to sit straight up and rock back and forth. Really create this space for your body to know and allow it to ask for what it wants. And then remove the bolster and the other bolster or the blocks, the blanket, everything. Push it off to the side for now. Now we're going to move into our supported bridge pose. So you'll either use your block or your large bolster. So if you are using a pillow, you're going to place that right underneath your hips. Bring your legs in close to your bottom. Place that underneath your hips. You can place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, and start your breath. Now, if you're using a block, which is what I definitely recommend, take that block, place it underneath your tailbone at whatever height setting feels good for you. You can place it at its highest height setting. And again, your hands can be on your chest and on your stomach, on your heart and on your stomach, feeling the rise and fall. Or your fingertips can reach down towards your heels. And focus on the breath. Tuck your chin in. And feel how that tuck of the chin, it does slightly restrict the breath. And that's actually a good thing. It helps you to regulate your inhales and exhales. So it helps you to really lengthen out and even out the inhale and the exhale. This is also an activation in the throat, which is the communication center in the body, but it also is a heart opener. So we're aligning our words with our heart to cultivate more clear, authentic, heartfelt, heart-centered communication. So those are a couple of things that are happening along with the things that are happening naturally in the body. Close down the eyes. Focus on the breath. Feel the front side of the body expand with your inhale. Start to project yourself back to that happy space. Maybe you choose a different space, or maybe you continue to allow for that scene to play out, to just fill up your heart. Maybe it is your college graduation. Maybe it is the birth of your children. Maybe it's the opening of a new business venture. Maybe it's your wedding day. Just open your heart, open your mind, focus on that happy, happy moment. Letting that happiness fill your body with your breath, feeling the expansiveness of the inhale and the release of the exhale. to come out, press your feet into the mat, lift up your hips, and remove the block. If you have a pillow underneath your back, just remove that pillow. Really let your back sink into the mat. Release your legs out long and your arms up overhead. Take a big breath in and take a big stretch. Really stretch from fingertip to toe. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale. Exhale, release. Let your body sink into the mat. Deep inhale, stretch, 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 stretch. Exhale, release, let it go. Last one. Deep inhale, stretch, 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 stretch. And exhale, let it go. Next, we're going to come into our hips. So there's 3 variations here. You can bring your left foot to the mat, then bring your right ankle above your right knee and let that knee fall out and your back can stay planted. Or you can reach for the back of that knee, lifting the leg, paralleling the shin to the ceiling, flexing the foot. So this is a little bit more active. Or third option, you can keep that leg straight. So this is a figure 4 stretch. And you can switch from whichever variation. So if you started like this and your body wants you to kind of relax a little, you can do that. You can bring your foot down. Whatever feels good in your body. You're opening up the right hip here. So that's where you'll feel this. Focus on the breath, close down the eyes. Choose another seat. There are infinite, unlimited ways of being happy, reasons for being happy. And we are all worthy of happiness. We are worthy of whatever it is that makes our heart sing. And it's up to us to allow that into our lives, into our hearts. And the more time we can spend in that space, in that happy vibration, in that happiness frequency, the more fulfilling our life will be. I mean, it seems so simple. Let's switch out our legs. So release your right leg down onto the mat. Take your left ankle, bring it up on top of your right knee. Then you can stay right here. Just let that knee fall out wide. Feel that in the hip. Or the next option is to reach for the back of the leg, of the knee, and pull that knee in. Or your leg can be straight, whatever feels good for you. And the beautiful thing about happiness is it's unique to each one of us. And it becomes our beautiful mosaic of our life. Maybe music brings
so much joy into your heart. Maybe singing, kayaking, and what makes you happy might not make the person next to you happy. And that's okay. We were all here to be different, for our lives and our human experience to manifest in a different way. For us to come together and learn to accept those differences and embrace those differences. And as you evolve and grow, maybe you discover new things that make you happy that maybe once didn't, maybe you never were interested in. Maybe there's a new hobby that's been calling to you and that you've been saying, no, I'll wait. Stop waiting. This life is so precious. That's definitely something that COVID has taught me. Why wait? If there's something that you really want, go after it, because you just don't know how long life is going to be. And release that leg. Lift your leg straight up. Now, if you have a block, you can prop that block up underneath your hips. If not, that's no problem. You can also place a pillow underneath your hips if that feels good, or a rolled up blanket. You're just going to keep your feet straight up. So this is legs up the wall or waterfall. And this posture is so good for indigestion, for insomnia, for anxiety, and really just an overall change in perspective. That's what inversions do so well for us. When we go upside down, they just really, physically, we are changing our perspective. We're going upside down, seeing things from a different way. Focus on the breath. Really fill the lungs, feel them expand. Fill the belly, feel it expand. And then as you exhale, really give the body permission to relax and release. And maybe it's hard for you to think about happy times. So I invite you to bring the question in. As we close out class, as we come into our final resting posture, what could bring happiness into my life? How could I allow more happiness into my life? And you're not asking yourself, you're opening yourself up for the answers to come from a deeper space. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Remove that bolster or block or pillow and squeeze yourself up into a tiny ball, bringing your nose or your forehead to your knees, whatever is accessible. just really squeeze everything in. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Give yourself such a big hug. And then exhale, release everything out, coming into your final resting pose. Now for this final resting pose, you can move around and you can get yourself set up, or you can stay exactly as you are. Maybe you have access to your blanket. You can place that blanket on top of your heart for some extra grounding. Now open up your ankles, palms come face up. Let your head sink. Start with your toes. Take a body scan. Is there any tension? You can breathe out in your feet. Let your feet hang heavy. Moving up into your calves, your thighs. Can you release any tension? Can you just shake it out and let it go? Moving up into your hips, your torso, your glutes. Are your glutes nice and relaxed? Into your torso, releasing your abs, giving your internal organs permission to just relax, letting your spine sink, 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 sink. Coming up to your ribs, your chest, your shoulders. Really let those shoulders go. Moving up into your mind, your head, your face. Breathe out the tension. Take a deep inhale. And on your exhale, just let everything go. Let the body sink and be heavy into the mat beneath you. Moment again and bring a smile to your face, just really gently and softly. And invite that happiness into your mind, into your heart, into your being. Taking these last couple minutes to really be present to whatever it is that makes you happy. Knowing that you are worthy of that happiness. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing life and awareness back to your body. We've already hit that 7:30 mark. This practice, this gift of relaxation and this gift of really focusing the mind and allowing the mind to control the thoughts, to control the feelings. That is a practice of exercising the mind. And the more we exercise that focused thought, the more we can choose how we feel. So notice and take note that you can feel happy in any moment through the focus of the mind. And that's what you did through this practice. And know that you have access to that at any time throughout the day. So I hope that you choose happiness today, that you choose to feel that feeling and invite that happiness into your heart, and then go and spread it around to the world around you. Thank you for being here. It is always my honor and pleasure to guide this practice. The light in me sees, honors, reflects, and encourages the light in each of you. Namaste. And tomorrow's our strength class. I am so excited to see you all. It really is becoming my most favorite way to start the day. So I hope to see you all there tomorrow for strength. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.